Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. CSEC has reported the disappearance of a sanitation worker on Kithoy Ward. Denaria Claris failed to return from her shift during the third watch. Her assignment took her near the keeper's area of the ward, and it is feared her corpse might have been taken to the protein vats for recycling. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. The corpse of Denaria Claris, the sanitation worker reported missing from Kithoy Ward, has been found. CSEC has issued a statement that foul play is suspected in Claris's death. The investigation is ongoing. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. A CSEC spokesman has announced an arrest in the case of Denaria Claris, a Kithoy Ward sanitation worker found murdered several weeks ago. Reveal Ospanov, a human, has been charged with first-degree murder and a crime of racial hatred. Claris was in a relationship with Ospanov's former spouse. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. The top story in international affairs is a Batarian test of a new orbital mirror system. By placing large arrays of mirrors at a planet's Lagrange points, it is possible to focus sunlight at any point on its surface. The Batarian hegemony insists that the system is for peaceful purposes, to control weather and terraform worlds too cold for settlement. However, Turian monitors contend that the system could be used to focus sunlight into a thermal weapon. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. Despite harsh criticism from the interstellar community, the Batarian hegemony has refused to stop production of their new orbital mirror system. The quick-deploying arrays can be used for terraforming, but observers fear they could be corrupted for use as weapons of mass destruction. The Systems Alliance maintains that the Batarians must abandon the project before talks on loosening the hegemony's trade sanctions can begin. The Citadel Council has dispatched a crisis team of mediators to the Batarian homeworld of Karshan. Meanwhile, anonymous sources with the Council administration suggest that a Spectre has been deployed to hegemony space. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. In a stunning move, forces of the Systems Alliance have launched a raid into Batarian space. The Normandy-class stealth frigate SSV Ein Jalut dropped a Marine N-7 Special Forces team on the Batarian colony world of Kai Marak. The team destroyed a plant that manufactured controversial Batarian solar arrays. The Alliance has admitted a dozen civilian deaths. Hegemony sources place the death toll at nearly 100. Alliance Councillor Anderson expressed regret for the civilian deaths and expressed hope that the hegemony would compromise in the future. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. The Council Diplomatic Office reports that the Batarian hegemony has agreed to cease production of their orbital mirror system. This breakthrough comes after several weeks of tense backroom diplomacy between Asari mediators and the hegemony government. To compensate the Batarians for the lost production, the Council has agreed to lift some restrictions on trade with the Batarian state. In a prepared statement, Alliance Councillor Anderson praised the agreement as a win for all involved. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. A Solarian survey ship, the Callan High, has been officially declared overdue after 3 weeks without contact. At this time, it is unclear whether the Callan High was attacked or suffered an accident. Turian and Alliance frigates are coordinating a search. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. Word has reached Council space of a massive raid against the Taidani pirate ring in the Terminus systems. A Council fleet centered on the cruiser Adarian launched a swift strike against what authorities describe as the main anchorage of the pirates. Anonymous sources within the Presidium assert that the raid was launched based on information linking the Taidani to the survey ship Callan High. The Callan High was declared overdue and missing several weeks ago. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. Authorities in the Presidium admit they've reached a dead end in the search for the Solarian surveyor starship Callan High. The Callan High was declared overdue more than a month ago. At first, officials believed the Taidani pirates were involved. Council forces executed a containment attack on their headquarters in the Terminus systems. Latest reports indicate that while some of the crew were shipped to Omega as slaves, most cannot be accounted for. The official statement from the Naval Office states that the Taidani found the crew in ejected life pods and were not responsible for the attack. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. The Systems Alliance 5th Fleet has begun its planned tour of the Attican Traverse region. The fleet, centered around the dreadnought Orizaba under Captain Hannah Shepard, will stop in various systems over the next 3 months. A Turian spokesman for the Council noted that, since the Battle of the Citadel, the Alliance has played an increasing role in securing our frontiers. He added that the 5th Fleet's Goodwill Tour is a first step to becoming a partner in Turian peacekeeping patrols. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. The Alliance Fifth Fleet's tour of the Attican Traverse continues today with a brief port of call at the young Alliance colony on the planet Chazka. Chazka's pioneer colonization team was massacred by the Geth 2 years ago. With the assistance of Asari Investment, the colonization program is back on schedule and accepting applicants. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. The Alliance Fifth Fleet has concluded its tour of the Attican Traverse with a stop at the contested planet Ilos. Asari spokespersons said they were gratified by the Alliance's goodwill gesture of protection. A council study of the Prothean runes on Ilos has been underway for a year. The Batarian hegemony continues to agitate for access to their findings. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. Officials in the Systems Alliance remain tight-lipped about the recent disaster on the pioneer colony of Freedom's Progress. The human outpost is believed to have been destroyed, with no survivors on record. Details are sketchy due to a news blackout. This is the latest in a series of frontier settlements lost by the Alliance. The Hanar Shrine of the Enkindlers plans a prayer vigil for the deceased. The Hanar maintain that the lost colonies are the Protheans' wrath after human explorers defiled a Prothean data beacon 2 years ago on Eden Prime. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. Horizon has become the latest and largest human-settled world to disappear in the wave of lost colonies. As before in such cases, the human representative to the Council has requested an official investigation. This was rejected by a 3-4 vote in session. The Council maintains the matter is an internal Alliance issue. Councillor Valor noted, having a seat on the Council implies a species can handle its own problems and assist others with theirs. Alliance Councillor Anderson agreed, but requested increased access to the Council's space tracking network. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. News services in the Asari Republics have reported the death of former Citadel resident Nisana Dantius. Dantius was a senior staff member of the Asari Embassy on the Citadel for nearly 2 decades. She retired from politics over a year ago to operate a family business on Ilium. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. CSEC has reported an attempt on the life of Joram Talid, a candidate for the intendant post on Zakera Ward. Talid's life was saved thanks to quick action by uniformed officers under Captain Owen Bailey. An investigation into the attack is ongoing. In other CSEC news from Zakera Ward, Human businessman Elias Kellum was briefly held for questioning by CSEC earlier today. Kellum's advocate, Frederick Mazzei, issued a press statement emphasizing that his client was not charged with any crime. Welcome to Citadel NewsNet. I'm Emily Wong. CSEC authorities are reporting the death of Lantar Sidonis, a former mercenary and resident of Station Omega in the Terminus systems. Sidonis was shot in the head with a high-caliber military rifle from a long distance. CSEC is investigating how such a firearm made it aboard the station. Sidonis was not survived by any family, and no acquaintances could be found to claim his remains. No funeral is scheduled.